Hey everyone, Miacity here, welcome back. Today I thought we'd start another game, Iratus, Lord of the Dead. This is the Wrath of the Necromancer DLC as well, which adds a few new enemies, another level, and a few new minions for us to play with. So just quick overview, I played the game way back when the DLC was not a thing. I beat it once, and I didn't really touch it since. And then the DLC came out, I bought it, I just kind of let it sit. I think I played it like once or twice and didn't get too far, like never really out of the first level, but I don't remember when that was. Here we are, I played a little bit just to kind of reacquaint myself with it, just to see kind of what parties I might want to play with and things like that. Just kind of what the game basis is if you've seen my other content, I've been focusing a lot on Darkest Dungeon, almost for the past year. So this game plays a lot like Darkest Dungeon, the fact that you play 4 characters or minions fighting up to 4 enemies, which are actually the good guys, and we are the Necromancer Lord trying to break out of crypt, trying to get back to the world of the living. And we have to fight outer layers to do that, and it's a whole thing. And we control minions to do that, so technically we are the bad guys, but quite honestly I'm not sure about that, so you'll see why, but I'll try to explain things as we go. There are multiple difficulties, things like that. Once you beat More Pain, you unlock Good Always Wins. Once you beat Good Always Wins, you unlock Eternal Harvest, and every time you beat an Eternal Harvest, you unlock Eternal Harvest like 2, 3, 4. I'm not sure how high that goes, that's just what I've heard. Just because I haven't played this in a very long time, I'm just going to go on like the normal mode, which is, as you can see, normal starting resources, normal battle rewards. And I'll be trying to go over things kind of as they come up rather than just info dump everything. A little bit to start off. We're Iratus, the Necromancer Lord. He gets his own levels and talent trees. I'm going to start off with alchemy here, and just to kind of start making things go faster, I'm going to get the architecture buff, which increases digger souls received at the end of a battle by 25%. You'll see kind of what that does in a little bit.
Through transformation, the will.
Just know that that's a thing. Then we have to create our minions, because I didn't take the starter set with the minions, just so I get to choose what I want. So there are a few ways of killing the enemies. Like in Darkest Dungeon, you can take out all their health. That's a thing. And like in Darkest Dungeon, there is an instant death mechanic, kind of like a heart attack. But I get to do that to enemies. They don't get to do that to me. I find that absolutely hilarious, so I kind of wanted a team based around that. So I'm going to be kind of doing that. And so these are all the minions I can make. Each one kind of has their own feature. So Skeleton is immune to all buffs and debuffs, which is kind of good, kind of bad. Every minion has their own unique thing like that among their own stats. So I'm going to want an Infested. I'm going to want, which when the Infested dies, all enemies receive 200%, 52 to 56 stress damage, which is what causes that instant death mechanic. For this one, then I am going to want, oh boy, where are they? I'm having trouble with this. A Mummy, which each enemy that successfully attacks the mummy loses 10 luck, which can stack, which is kind of like the likelihood of landing a critical hit, which is pretty cool. And you need all these different parts to make different minions and for a few other things. Then I'm going to want the Abomination, which is one of the minions that you get from the DLC, which is kind of why I wanted to use them. They're kind of neat, which also comes with a kind of neat effect of, after each action, evokes a feeling of terror, dealing 15% 3 to 4 stress damage to every enemy. So just by doing any action he has, does stress damage. I thought that went well with this. And then I'm going to grab myself a Wraith. I think that's what I wanted. So every minion can also be upgraded with different parts. If I got better parts, I could put that in. They can also get a few equipment pieces, just like in Darkest Dungeon. They can level up, and then I can upgrade whatever stat I want. At levels 3, 6, 9, whatever, I can also upgrade their skills. So Cold Grasp would get a little bit of a modifier, and say instead of doing 100% damage, it would do 100% damage and the target would lose 24 resistance, or it would do 125% damage. I would get to choose which upgrade I wanted. Then for something else, I actually need another Wraith, so I'm going to make that. And then I'm going to go into the graveyard, which, once again, just kind of referencing back to my Darkest Dungeon stuff, is kind of like the Hamlet. So I'm going to build the obelisk here, which the mystical obelisk attracts wandering souls. Every minion next to it generates 3 to 6 digger souls, which is this resource here. And you need digger souls to upgrade the graveyard. So that's why I'm upgrading that first. So that's kind of everything here, except for the fact that Iratus can have his own equipment. We start with one thing. Spiked Carapace. After killing an enemy with a critical hit, the minion gains 10% of experience from the current level. So what we got, I'll equip it. I don't expect it to be a thing because we won't be doing critical hits that often. Alright, let's get to it. The kingdom had need of the vast riches buried underneath the castle, great veins of iron that promised to fuel conquest after conquest, along with ancient artifacts from a long-forgotten age. The dwarves were eager to offer their services in this project, bringing their untested mining equipment and experimental concoctions for the promise of wealth. They only needed the bodies that could obey, and the humans that could provide. With dungeons filled to the brim with criminals and rebels, there is no shortage of slaves to work the mines. Drugs were used to keep them docile as they dug ever deeper, year after year, unaware of the mortal danger that awaited them below. That first intro makes me really wonder, am I the bad guy? Am I really the bad guy? So, right away, this is a map. It is procedurally generated, so this map will not be the same for everyone. So this is the lowest level the mines that we're in. If we beat this, we go to the dwarf tunnels, which then goes to the mercenary barracks, the catacombs, and then the cathedral. That's the end of the base game, I believe. And then if you get the DLC, I'm not entirely sure about this anymore. It might have been patched and it might be part of the DLC. You go to the cemetery. So there are a bunch of different nodes. Each one, like I said, kind of changes based on the game. You work your way toward the boss. And at each of these intersections, you kind of have to make a choice of which way you want to go, and you can't head back. So once we get to this battle, I'll have to, and then the soul spring there, I'll have to make a decision which way I want to go. And then eventually I have to make a decision which way I want to go again. Let's get to the first battle. The living smell nice. I bear more gifts. Doesn't the infested sound nice? So every minion comes into battle with all their skills. I really like that. However, at the same time, they can only use certain skills in certain positions once again. So, we'll use Rancid Breath. And because deals curse damage, 70% damage, 18 to 20 stress damage is what we need for the instant death mechanic. And then curses the target for 2 turns, dealing an additional 45, 12 to 13 per turn. So we'll hit him, for example. Then for his next 2 turns, he would take that. So since the conscript, I guess, is going first, let's just snag him. And we missed. Lovely. And then that was blocked because we have, I guess they're actually called blocks and wards. For every one of these, we block 1 hit until they go away. We can get them through abilities or through the stat points. Let's use the battle thumping. Allies lose 2 initiative, 6 evasion, 9 accuracy. I gain the same. Nifty thing to start with. Hex Beam curses targets for 1 turn, additionally dealing 4 to 5 damage on top of that. I think that's better. No, there's only 3 of them. I don't really feel like moving the mummy, so let's just do this. Right flash. And then Ghostly Fire. Curse, once again, deals 30% of damage to enemies in chosen position and the next position in line, then curse for 2 turns, dealing 30% of damage per turn. So, lots of stress damage over time with this group. And it all adds up fairly quickly if I can get it.
Your friend.
There we go. And he's insane. They're all insane. Which can do different things, as you can see. Hopeless, Panic, and Berserk. All with different side effects. Maybe someday I'll read them, but not right now. Gonna Hex Beam again. Just for the stress over time. We're gonna Ghostly Fire. And so this blue bar right here is mana. Right now I only have 2 spells. Iratus is what casts those. I can move a minion left or right, but I can only do one of these a turn. And this is the position I want everyone in. The red gauge that's building up is what's used to use their ultimate moves. Everyone has a cost that's different. We'll get to that when someone has a move that I can use. Swing and a miss, swing and a miss. So Rancid Breath you, since you have the most sanity. 1 down. See, doesn't that look like a heart attack? It's called instant death. Alright, so the Wraith has his ready. It's called Terror Wave. Stress attack deals 75, 20 to 22 stress damage. All opponents randomly swap positions. And it takes 40 of my... Well, I can't see how much stress I have, actually. But I have enough to cast it. And all things considered, might as well. And just for funsies, first fight down.
The gore. I'd hate.
So we got a few things. We got 7 Digger Souls, we got 2 Ectoplasm Parts, and another one that's green, which gives 2 additional stat points. I'll save that for later. It's not. I don't find it really worth it to put the greens on because it's only 2 stat points, and I can use those to try to gamble basically for better parts. I got a level 3 brain that I can put in. I'll explain that in a bit. Got a flesh, and we got a bundle of dynamite, which is a one-time use item that ignores the ward, and at the beginning of combat all enemies lose 30 to 45 vigor. Probably won't be using that. And then because of the obelisk, I got 4 more Digger Souls. That'll be a constant thing going on. So what I can do, because I probably won't be using this, is I can disintegrate it and get Iratus experience, which is enough for a level. Nifty. So I'm going to go to Alchemy, go to Amateur Surgeon, and increases chance to receive an uncommon or better part by 25%.
Formulae reveal their secrets.
There we go. And we're going to keep going. To the Soul Spring, which is Digger Souls, I believe, and we get 22. Which now, I believe I need a Dark Knight for the next one I need.
Hardly.
We're going to grab him. I really like his art.
Dead cannot.
This guy here. So to the library, each minion studying ancient books gives Iratus 32 experience, plus 8% of experience from the current level. So we're going to do this for 25 more Digger Souls.
Well, I have managed to gather every scrap of significant mortal knowledge down here. It's about as dull.
Speaking of which, I think I can switch the skins. That looks a little more mummy-like to me. I'm going for green. This kind of works. Alright, so now I kind of have to decide which way I want to go. I really like to hit as many of these cultists as I can. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I can hit 4 on the way to the boss that way. Which is all I need. Can hit a backup one that way and hit more chests. Yep, that's what we're doing. So we will go left to the fight. And I'm probably going to make these into longer episodes just because... Oh, that's actually a little disturbing. Maybe I need to change the A-bomb back. I didn't catch that at first. I'm probably going to make these a little bit longer episodes just because I'm not sure where I'm going to actually throw these in, like actual content wise, but I'm thinking I kind of basically wanted to do a level 8 episode here, which I'm not sure where that's going to end up landing, but I'm guessing it's going to be like an hour and a half, 2 hours an episode for 6 episodes. And then if people want me to do like another team or anything like that, we can from there. Yeah, let's get the conscript here, because I don't think I can break his stance, can I? No, but we can make him go insane. And do this. He's insane. He's panicking. He missed. I'm not sure how you can miss the A-bomb. Yeah, he just does not look right like that. Another hex beam. Get that damage over time going. Ooh, that's the first time we've had one of those. So that's we've seen them all kind of had some kind of insanity, which is the panic, blah blah blah. That is the equivalent of the Darkest Dungeon Virtue, where instead of going insane, they go, no, I'm not having this happen. We can get through this. So his version of that is Mighty, increases damage dealt by 25%. Damage received is reduced by 25%. There's many different versions of that. So that one's not horrible, but there are some ones that can get nasty. So let's get rid of him. The Abomination actually has his ultimate ready. Break and Swallow, stress attack, deal 100% damage, 19 to 25. Instantly destroy an enemy that has less than 20% sanity remaining after receiving damage from this ability, which he will have less than 100% remaining. The Abomination receives a buff restoring 10%, 14 Vigor, which is based on his max health, until the end of combat. So if I did this at the beginning of a combat, he would have 14 health regen every turn until combat ended. That would be kind of nice. Yeah, he would regen that, what she just took, but we ended the fight.
You know,
Iratus level up, got a few more parts, another level 3 brain, BP doll at the start of combat. All enemies must pass a sanity check, which is what makes them go insane or get the whatever. And in person souls, after a victory, Iratus recovers 40 mana for each enemy that fled, which isn't much of a thing, but we might as well equip it because when they get stressed out, they have a chance at running.
Well, even more than...
Oh, I am gonna change this back. I kind of like him like this. The more I look at him, the more he looks like he has a ball gag like that. So we'll keep like this. And yeah. Alright, so the level 3s. So I can put these brains in because as you can see, everyone has a brain that's level 2. Their brain is equivalent to a level. So let's give the A-bomb this for now, because at level 3 and 6 and whatever, they get ability level. If I upgrade Intimidating Roar to Dread Roar, that actually gives Abomination a stress attack, which goes really well with this. So he'll do the stress attack, stress out the people that he's, attacking with that. Then his ability goes off, dealing more stress damage to everyone. It's kind of a double-decker thing. And upgrading that also gives him an extra attack and extra dread.
Get back to battle.
Because of how his ultimate works, I want to give him more health. Then, I want to see this here quick. Deals 25 and 25. Curse targets for 2 turns. Or I can do 35% for 1 turn. And it only ups the upfront damage. So, if I upgraded that, I have 2 plans here. So for now, we are going to upgrade the mummy. Actually, no, wait. Let's upgrade Ghostly Fire to Cursed Flame. And then on the mummy, we'll upgrade something else later.
I expect.
Can't upgrade what I want there. The mummy. Ooh, we're probably going to want blocks and stuff. And with you, we're definitely going to want blocks. So, and I need 2 talent points now for the other thing I want. We'll get that later. I don't have enough digger souls. Let's keep going. So we get to go to the cultist now, which give us a item dedicated to someone in the team that we have. So let's take a look here. Pound of Flesh. At the beginning of combat, the abomination receives 1 charge of Break and Swallow, which is basically, hey, he regens the entire fight now. Phantom Clothes. The Wraith receives 5 evasion for each block and ward applied. So right now he would gain plus 20% dodge just from the blocks and the wards he has. Cursed Bandages. At the start of his turn, Mummy restores 4 Vigor for each curse on enemies. Oh, that would be amazing for the team we have. Plague Body Organ. Each character attacking the infested is cursed with a spell that does 20 stress damage for each turn for 3 turns. So all of these are great, but I think the Plague Body Organ is the last on the list I want. The Phantom Clothes and the Cursed Bandages are going to be higher up on the list because even without the Pound of Flesh, the A-Bomb can kind of heal himself. For now, let's get the Phantom Clothes and equip that. So the other thing kind of about this game that's you have to be a little bit choosy is, so I just equipped this. I know it's Wraith only, but I'm trying to take it off here. I can't. It's permanently equipped to him. So say I got another Wraith that was somehow better from like raising him from the dead with the grave here, I wouldn't be able to change it. Alright, continuing on, let's go to the battle. Alright, let's Rancid Breath. Guy in the back. Nope. His accuracy leaves a little bit to be desired. Maybe I need to upgrade that a bit. What is his at? 90. Yeah, I do need to get that up. Alright, let's curse these 2. Battle Thumping. We're gonna curse them again. He would be regenning so much health right now. Curse them again. Yeah, that's only for the next attack too. I wonder if I upgraded this, if it lasts for longer. Didn't really look at his upgrades yet. Red Roar, because this does stress damage now. 2 are insane. We got a all strength remaining and a betrayal. Betrayal is fun. He's now trying to stab his friends in the back. I mean, you can't really blame him in this place. Rancid Breath. Have some fun here. And I don't think this is going to heal the A-Bomb at all.
Become part of the breathless tide.
But he did get to eat. Digger Souls, Flesh, Ectoplasm, Level. Talents, Alchemy. I'm going to get the Surgical Practice here because that increases chance to receive Uncommon or Better, that's green, by 50% anytime we get a body part.
The will becomes free.
Now, we have enough Digger Souls to upgrade the Graveyard again. I'm going to go for the Excavation here. 45% chance for Each minion working at the excavation site to find a random part applies after a victory, except for quest battles we need a skeleton. So that's this. And let's grab him. That'll be nice to have. Hopefully we're going to get a few body parts, and I do believe that these ones can be of any quality. I'm not sure that my talent points apply to that. We'll find out.
Here deliberately.
Now I wanted this, which goes here, which then goes up. Okay. Yep, that's the plan. So let's go to the steel. This steel in particular, I can choose to level up the entire party by 1 full level, or I can choose to level Iratus by 1 level. I think personally leveling Iratus might be not as good here. So let's level the minions just for the stat points and the skills. This is what I wanted to look at. Malignified Wretchedness, next attack but plus 45 accuracy, and no matter what, it's just 1 attack. Okay, yeah, we're not messing with that. Rancid Breath, curses the target for 4 turns, or up the amount that everything does. I think that 4 turns would be more, because then I can either apply it to multiple people, or if it stacks. Let's do that. That also gives them more evasion.
Serve me well, my...
Then this gives them a plus 6 to accuracy for 2 points. I'm gonna nab that. On the mummy, I was a little bit torn between upgrading Hex Beam, Absorb Curses, and Impending Horror. But looking at what his thing was, I'm just gonna get Hex Beam upgraded. And if the initial on hit is only by 10%, I'm gonna go for extra curse turns, just in case there is a miss, or just in case he has to go to like healing or something like that, which also gives him accuracy, just so he doesn't miss as much. A bomb, stats, no health, and not enough for another ward or anything like that. All right, next fight. Tasty meat. Miss and a miss. Gotta love that dodge. Alright, battle thumping. Get the debuffs up. Cursed flames. I want to hit both the guard and the miner. I kind of want to leave the taskmaster for last here, because when he dies, all his allies recover 30 sanity. Also, the guard here has a move where when he goes into a stance, if anyone else makes me move, he attacks them. It kind of is annoying. It's not the worst thing in the world, but when I don't necessarily have a healer, it's not great. Lingering Breath. Let's hit the hunky in the back.
This will be your end.
Now, both of them are insane. Feed my maggots. Oof. Now let's try to get the miner insane. Lower the sanity of your own person. Yes, help my side. That will help you greatly there, sir. Vengeance Beam. Get that going.
Evil comes for you.
1 down. 2 down. Block. Well, Lingering Breath on you. You want to run away. Wonder if this would work. I'm doubting it. Not enough. Well, we can still do another Lingering Breath, put that sanity on him. Maybe he'll have a I guess it's not a heart attack, but I keep wanting to call it that. The instant death. And then we'll Impending Horror, which will do more stress damage.
Ashes.
One down.
Dust to dust.
Okay, he did go down. He didn't run away. I was thinking he would. Got another heart. And we got Digger Soul. I believe for the next thing I want, before I start upgrading all of those more, is a Banshee. Because now I can go to the Dead Lake here. Peering into the dark waters, each minion has a 10% chance to find a random artifact in the Lake of the Dead. Applies after a victory, except for quest battles.
The entity below.
See how useful my Digger Souls are. So now I have the 4 main things I really like. I can do this, the Abode of Wrath, which I start the battle with Wrath, which would get me to some of the ultimates faster. I can do this, which restores mana after every fight, which might be more important later on, but I can get that when it's more important. The Mortuary heals my minions, which, if I'm using the same group, isn't very good because then I can't use them. There's the Arena, which gives experience to whoever's in there, but once again, if I'm running the same party, that would be more for a backup thing, so that's more for a later scenario. So these are the ones I really want to get up first. And I need 2 talent points for the next one I want, and then I'm going to go for Scalpel Artist. Chest. What goodies are in here? I'm going to have to pick one of 3 items. So the hook, whenever an enemy moves, which the Abomination forces, they receive 8 physical and stress damage. If the total sum of minion levels is less than 21, after a victory, Iratus additionally gains 10% of the experience, so that'll wear off fairly quickly because I'm already almost at 16. And then Jar of Acid, all enemies lose 4 armor, 4 resistance until battle ends. We're going with the hook.
More for me.
That just synergizes very well with what we have.
Undead features, no?
Then we have to go to the battle so we can go to the rest of the stuff. And our first size 2 enemy, or whatever you want to call it, takes up 2 sizes, or 2 plots there. We will do this on him. Just getting the stress over time. We will then probably skip battle thumping and do the roar, because that gets more stress flowing on the... I guess it's an ogre. He does look like a giant though to me. Cursed Flame, get these 2 in the back. And let's get the Vengeance Beam rolling. I want to say flowing, but you know, whatever. And 1 insane. Get this going on you. That's a miss. And you're insane. I really only got to worry about the ogre now. But I suppose we can do this to you, and it hits the ogre too. 2 for 1. Not sure how you can block that tree he's swinging, but you know, you do you. And he's insane. Insane ogre with betrayal on it. I would be running away if I were you two. I would run very, very far away.
Being born.
1 down.
Mistake. Opposing me.
Let's eat you. Maybe I can heal. I was really hoping to heal. We'll see what happens. No heal for my A-bomb.
Another step towards my eternal kingdom.
Alright, a few more parts, a few more Digger Souls. Skull Torch at the beginning of battle. Iratus gains a 100 wrath, one-time use. Ooh, blue rags. Those might actually be worth using. So let's throw them on the Wraith just because of the whole dodge thing he has going on. Get another block. What's this? Oh, this wasn't here last time I played. I can upgrade the parts with Digger Souls. That's really nice to know. Alright, so let's get the Relic Seeker. So we have that.
Reveal their secrets.
And then I can heal if I wanted to right now, but I'm gonna wait on that. Then we're gonna go left. Level up the minions again. And just double checking here. I know we just spent on him, so he needs 2 more. 1 more. Can get kind of what I want here. So let's get a... Almost tempted to upgrade his Dread. But he's going to be healing a lot once I get his item. So let's upgrade his Dread so we can take things out faster. And then we can upgrade accuracy here. And then I'll focus on the blocks and words. Alright. Ooh, we got an elite taskmaster, which doesn't change anything, right? No feature. We also got the demolition expert, which by my mind is already insane, but we can already drive him more insane. As you can see, he's holding a candle. Not sure he actually has a handle for that, and he's not just, holding a hot candle that's melting into his hand. He's also holding it on the same side, which is all of those grenades. 2 and 2 together there, folks. Yep, you can see what he does. Stance, lighten up. At the start of its next turn, Demolition Expert explodes, dealing 400% magical damage to the nearest 2 characters to the left. Can't be cancelled. Technically, I can give him a heart attack. And then that'll cancel it, but I'm not sure that's going to be a thing. Yeah, my A-bomb was my best chance at it with Break and Swallow, and that didn't happen. I mean, we still have a chance. Vengeance Beam. Okay, he did have a heart attack. That might have actually been really bad.
In death.
Yeah, we'll Break and Swallow. Not sure how that can miss, but whatever. I guess he didn't get it in his mouth. Stomach, whatever.
My kingdom come.
1 more down. And that should be enough stress over time where he is not getting away.
Soon this world.
Another talent point, level 6 brain, which I think they are level 6. No, they're not. So let's... I'm not using too many skills on the other guys here, but it's not like I can get the ultimate up. I would like... So the difference between Battle Thumping's upgrades are I can either upgrade my debuff on them, or I can upgrade the buff on myself, and I would rather have the buff on myself.
Now, prove yourself.
And then we're going to upgrade our health. And then with the Wraith, I think is what I'm going to actually upgrade here, because there are things in this game that are immune to stress damage. And if that's the case, I want to upgrade his ability to do magic damage, which also upgrades his dodge. Fun. Alright, Digger Souls are not where we want. I need more talents. Do anything, we're good. Alright, quest. So quests in this are kind of interesting. Sometimes they'll have option of either avoid it or go do something dangerous, or if you have a very specific minion, you can do something the easy way. And if you do it, either it's, once again, dangerous thing, you do it, either you get like a Iratus level, you get really cool equipment, you get new minions, or sometimes it's even stat points or skill points or something like that for your minions. So I always generally just go for it. As you progress upon your journey towards your rightful dominance, you encounter an impressive mustering of resistance, a massive shuffling of feet, and your undead host come across an even larger host of undead slaves. A single dwarf taskmaster is at the head, grinning with darkened teeth as he whips his thralls against you. For the first time in a long time, you realize you are outnumbered. How many slaves does this man have? Once again, we're the bad guy. If I would have had a skeleton, I could have made this easy. Assassinate the dwarf. I can retreat, and even if you run now, it will be painful, or I can initiate the battle. We're gonna do that. So there's an elite hunky, there's an elite dwarven warrior, guard, and a hunky. Let's get the dwarven warrior down. He might hurt. Do battle thumping. Buff ourselves, debuff them. First flame. Get that rolling. Vengeance beam. Get that rolling. Okay, we really need to heal the A-bomb. I do have a plan for that though. Alright, he's already insane. I think we're good.
I hope there will still be enough left to reanimate.
Dread roar. Oh no, inspiration. Concentration. 8 accuracy, attack, and evasion. Okay, that puts A-bomb back. It's A-bomb back. And that's defensive stance. Let's lower his sanity. We're going to hit both of these two. And we're going to eat the dwarf. Now do this for the sanity. One down. Let's take out the hunky.
Good. More materials. Ooh, I didn't think it would be this easy.
I'm gonna Ghostly Veil just so I can get some healing onto the A-bomb. And then he's gonna eat.
My will is a tide that will...
Oh, it says boiling blood. For each unfilled squad slot, the minion receives 4 armor, 4 resistance, 14 attack, 14 dread, 4 evasion, and 6 accuracy. That is for something that I might try later. You may be outnumbered, but you still have centuries of tactical knowledge within your immortal mind. You make your minions count for once in their miserable existence. Iratus is so mean sometimes. By the end, the dwarf was on his knees, surrounded by mounds of corpses, which soon came to life, and his former thralls rip him apart limb from limb. You always had an appreciation for irony. I got a werewolf, and I got a bride. I think the werewolf is also a new one for the DLC. At the start of each turn, restore 20% vigor. Wow. Boiling blood would actually go really well on him if I wanted to try a solo then. Because then he would have a lot of armor and resistance, and he would recover a lot of health. Huh, thoughts I have. Alright, to the obelisk. I need a banshee. I need a banshee. Let's fill this, craft her.
Dear, it's time for your performance.
I'm gonna spend a talent point really quick. Advanced Doctorate. Minions restore 100% more vigor when Iratus uses Distillation.
Their secrets.
Which is what I'm gonna do right now. So, restore 30% vigor to all minions. What do I have a lot of? So I have to use 3 parts and restore 30% health. I'm gonna do this twice just because the A-bomb is so low on health. And looks like we're good otherwise. So to the dungeon. I'm going to go in with this squad just because I don't want to sacrifice anyone from my main squad. Sacrificial altar. And werewolf. Green armor, which is +2 stat points. Ecto, dust. Burnt skin minion becomes immune to ignition if I run across anything for that. Gambling chip. All enemies gain +15 vigor until the end of battle. Iratus gains 16 additional common parts after victory. One-time use. Why not? If nothing else, I can use... I just get back what I used, so... I don't have an additional, brain or something to use, right? No. Alright. Alright, onward. Oh, we first Mad Mage. So, yeah, I'm gonna target him. Because he has AoE attacks. And can move people. Gonna do the Dread Roar. To just, do stress damage with the Abomination. Because that's how we do it with him. Burst Flames, hitting the Demolition Expert, I think. Now that he's in front, he's gonna dance Lighten Up and blow everything to Kingdom Come. Vengeance Beam. 2 Insanities. Lingering Breath here. I think that we're gonna be able to get him down. Cursed Flame again. And we should be good with all that stress damage. Ooh, a betrayal, huh? My shift will kill me before you do. We're gonna Dread Roar again. And let's see here. Vengeance Beam. 1 down. 3 to go. Oh, he wants to run away. Let's Lingering Breath him then. He's not getting away. No one gets away. Eat him. Not that we're gonna get the regen.
A sad
and another talent point.
Kind.
In the Cursed Grimoire. Each round of combat, Iratus recovers 30 Wrath. That could actually be really good on a boss and a level 5 Brain. Alright, so I got 1 talent point. We'll save that. Infested hit level 6, so we'll use that. I think I'm going to go for the Inverted Malady, just because that is a way of healing someone else. as an emergency heal. Not that I intend on using it often, but it is a, oh, I need this to happen.
My enemies are in for a nasty surprise.
Then moving on along, we have a grave. Let's see if I get anything I need. I know I need an unfrozen for something later. We'll snag him. Then onto the battle, which has a golem, it looks like. Which is our first thing that is immune to stress damage. So, first, let's Lingering Breath and get rid of the conscript. Then with him, we're going to Fire Grasp and focus down the Stone Golem because he has a few problematic things, as you can see. Redirect to self, 50% chance. So any attack I do has a chance to go to him if it's not an AoE. So we're going to try to get rid of him. Then Vengeance Beam. Dread Roar.
So,
One down.
1,000 years of evolution.
Lingering Breath won't get through the ward, but we can still hit him. Fire Grasp. It's about half of what we needed. Vengeance Beam. Sistu again. Prophet's Mark. Every attack against the target is a critical hit. Well, good thing he has that block on him for now. Dance the End is coming. That puts more blocks and words on, huh? Well, let's do this so that... Oh, we redirected that. Lovely. I guess we're not going to heal. Get rid of the Stone Golem? Okay. I was a little worried that wouldn't actually go through.
Fresh.
Now everything we can do actually goes at him. I think that entirely blocked it, yeah. No curse over time. But now we can. Oh, he got an inspiration. Brave. Oh, this is a really problematic one. I might actually want to just do damage over time to him. Increases maximum sanity by 50. Increases all stress damage for self and allies by 10 until end of battle. But I do have Lingering Breath and Cursed Flame on him already. So you know what? Let's just go for this. %. That actually was not much, was it? For an ultimate. Alright, Lingering Breath, maybe. With all of this, he's gonna take a lot, I'm hoping. Because that is starting to really hurt. Does anyone have debuffs? Okay, there he goes. That was a little bit painful. Reduce damage received from elite enemies by 25%. All enemies lose 8 initiative until end of combat. Yeah, we can lose this one. Alright, Mummy. Let's upgrade the health we get from that, I think. What's the difference between these two? 20 luck rather than 10 luck. Yeah, it's not worth upgrading that. So let's get the Cursed Feast. This gives him more health. This heals him for more when he needs it.
My enemies are in for a nasty surprise.
I also need to heal people up, so let's do this. Oh, wrong thing. Distillation. Pop one of those, and a skull. Seems we're good on that now. I don't have enough digger souls for what I want. I don't have enough talent points for what I want. We're moving on. Oh, I need the pound of flesh. All right. That will greatly help with the abomination survivability. Because he really needs it right now. These other ones are a little iffy. I suppose I could put the skin of alabaster on them because I don't plan on doing too much else. I'm basically setting the boiling blood aside for something in case this party gets wiped out and I need something else. The burnt skin, not sure is going to be needed, so yeah, let's do this for now. And moving on along. And we got another ogre and an elite conscript. We haven't seen an elite one of those. Get sanity down on him. Since he takes up 2, I can't actually hit the Doomsayer. It basically starts in 2 and goes to 3 if I target the ogre, so we're going to go at the elite conscript. Block that somehow, even though it looks like it would squish him. We're gonna dread roar. Doesn't go to 3. Thankfully that's warded. Vengeance beam. Ooh. We may need to heal the infested soon. The ogre. Dread roar. Now we can get him. Really want the Doomsayer down. Uh-oh. That is Repent or Die. When this character dies, Doomsayer and his allies will restore 50 vigor and sanity. So let's try to target him exclusively for now. Actually, if I break and swallow him, that finishes him off. Nice. Then Impending Horror.
Toss them.
There we go.
As your suffering ends, your servant.
Another one of the creepy dolls. And we got Digger Souls. I have the Obelisk at level 2, so let's get the Library. I think this is what I wanted the Unfrozen for there. Wraith. Stat points. We can get the other ward for him so he has even more dodge. Now, I'm actually going to use this one to get EXP for Iratus, because then I have 4 talent points for a Scalpel Artist, which an additional part will drop after battle, which I believe stacks with the Surgical Practice and Amateur Surgeon. So hopefully I get some better parts there. Oop, didn't mean to go there. That's something I'll figure out later. I'm not actually too sure about that, but evidently I can make potions to make in battle. I am going to distill again, just because of Infested's health. I was hoping I would get a
my work.
thing to put on him that I could use to heal him by now, but I haven't found one. Alright, so for here, I can do 3 battles, or I can do 1 battle and a heal. So I'm going to do that and get the quest. Oop. So we got 1 elite here. It's a minor, a demo expert, and another doomsayer. I really don't like these doomsayers. But just because that's the damage over time, we're going to do that. This should get rid of the ward. This hits the doomsayer and the demo expert. And here's our curse from vengeance beam.
These last few heartbeats.
Oh, he's actually kind of getting messed up there. Alright, lingering breath. Let's hit the demo expert again. Cursed flame. How bad is he hurt? Yeah, let's do this. That way we shuffle them and maybe I can hit the doom. It's there. There we go. Now he's insane.
More for the stockpiles.
Another vengeance beam. Make sure you go away. And hit them both. Oh, inspiration. Mighty. Alright. Well, suppose I could have battle thumped to lower his accuracy a tad, but I'm not too worried about that right now. No one has a debuff to get rid of. So we'll just whittle him down. That actually wasn't enough. Okay. I think he's gonna have a very bad day. Wow, he stunned the A-bomb. Must have been a pretty hard hit for that. But, you know, covered in everything that he is, and having all these hallucinations and bright lights go off.
By one life.
Yeah, I'd want to get out of there too. Ooh. Bones, weapon, blue armor, broken sword, which I can't use, but I can break down for experience. All minions that are lower than 5 gain 6 attack and 6 dread in combat, and a level 7 brain, which I technically can use. Engraved ring. Iratus receives 30% more digger souls. Might actually want to use that. Yeah, no enemies are fleeing from me, so I'm going to break that down. I'm going to break this down. I get 600 experience for that. Lovely. Then Mummy. Mummy's almost level 7. That's a waste. They're both 7 experience away. That feels like a waste, but 7 experience is 7 experience. Alright, so I got the ring for more digger souls on. I got my talent point. No one needs healing really. So I can go to the fountain and heal them. I don't need mana. From that one, I can full heal my mana, or I can full heal all my minions in that group. Moving to the next fight, it's an ogre, a spearman, and a demo expert. You can see what the fight is. Let's do this on the ogre. That really looks like a giant to me, but you know, whatever. First flame, hit these two, get the demo expert a bit. Nah, I don't really need a War March here, do I? And Bright Light. Probably need to put a disclaimer in this because of bright flashing light, huh? Alright, Cursed Flame. Dread Roar. I can eat the demo expert. The guard's gonna go away on like his next turn. Let's just impending horror the ogre because that does more stress damage. Then lingering breath. Cursed flame.
Ooh, this one voided its bowels just as it died.
He makes the weirdest comments sometimes. Yeah, let's eat. I don't get to use Cursing Touch very often. You.
Mine is the winning side.
A lot more common parts, a level 2, Talisman of Power. All minions receive 2 attack, dread, armor, and resistance. I do not believe I have a necklace, so that's great.
This item finds its way into my capable hands.
So let's level up the excavation again. I need to make a zombie for that. Or really, I can make anything, but I'll make a zombie. They're fun. Zombies have a cannon. Zombies have a cannon. I'm not sure why zombies have a cannon. Zombies have a cannon. Now I have more parts incoming to me that I can gamble away later. Just to show you kind of what I'm talking about, I can, say, trade 3 common parts in for a chance to either try to get another of a same or higher rarity of the same one, or I can go, hey, I want dust, and try to get same or higher rarity of a different part. I can also try to throw, say, a green in and get a much higher chance of getting a green, or if I threw 3 greens in here, it's almost a guaranteed of getting a green. I will not get a common, and there are higher chances of getting other qualities. So that's kind of why I'm holding on to those. Actually, I might be able to. Nope, I don't need the armor either. Alright, to the grave. I need the bone golem. Easy enough. To the fight. 2 mad mages. Ooh. And there go my words. I want to get them down right away. Owie. Just because this is the only thing that he can hit. He actually hit the Wraith. Wow. And Vengeance Beam to hit everyone.
Extinction of life.
Just because the one he can hit probably will go down soon. Got another Insanity. There goes another one. I am gonna break it. Yeah, break and swallow. I was thinking that was named something else for some reason. So we got 2 stacks of that, each healing for 16 a round. Doubling up on this. So that Mad Mage is not going to last for very long. So that is minimum of 25. He has 18. I think we're good. That's our other block there. Dread Roar. Get the ogre down. I'm going to put the final nail in the coffin. And away with the ogre.
This is my kind of entertainment.
It is mine too. The fact that I can make them have a heart attack, or, you know, instant death, I guess it's called, is so therapeutic because of how many heroes I've lost in other games to things like that. We have Scalpel Artist. I do want to get Gray Matter just for the chance of receiving brains. That way I can keep leveling people up faster. Then I'm going to dip into some other trees really quick.
The formula
for other things. But then I want to go get Dark Enlightenment so I can use Wrath more. And I'll get durable materials for Vigor and a few other things. Alright, let's do our quest, see what we get. Oh. As you strive to return to the surface, you encounter something that gives you pause. A great chasm, seemingly bottomless, blocks the path of your undead host. There are no other routes nearby, so the only path is forward. I can forge a bridge using the bones from your stockpile, levitate your minions across with an expensive spell, or teleport your minions with risky magic. Put minions in danger, lose bones, or lose mana. I don't really use my mana, so let's levitate them. All is possible with magic, but Mass Flight is a skill reserved only for archmages. Although you count yourself among them, the spell is still very taxing. Using every available arcane shortcut, you carefully levitate your army across, letting those who can already float make the journey on their own. You are left tired, but the chasm is behind you, minus 25 mana of my 100 that I still have. I only had one that could float. Oh boy. Okay. This one actually is not going to be as bad as I think. I just need to take out the Doomsayer and Mad Mage first. Which means, unfortunately, getting rid of him like that. Because they are going to be problematic if I let them live. And the Abomination really cannot do any damage to the golems, as I think I stated earlier. Oh, that could be bad. So Vengeance Beam, that should get some stacking curse on them. Alright, let's get the Doomsayer again. I want him down first, if anything. I'm gonna start on one of the golems with the Wraith. A-Bomb can do the same.
Ah, your frail bodies fail.
Vengeance Beam. This should kind of finish the job with these two, I think. Okay, that's a miss. I'm gonna let the mummy's AoE take them out now and focus on them, so just do a little bit of damage to them. Gonna focus on this one first. A-Bomb has a chance at taking one out, so I'm gonna take out the Doomsayer.
This one into furniture.
Actually, really surprised that didn't get redirected. That's awesome. Physical attack. At least he's gonna heal that back. Since that would overkill, I think we're gonna go redirect. Never mind. Shield, just the attack back. Physical damage. Poke. Slingshot. And here's this again. Far grasp.
Rot their flesh and their soul.
Poke. Slingshot. And shield. Because I think that's what he can hit. And finishing him off. Bar grasp. And that's the fight.
The gore. I'd hate to see plants using it as fertilizer.
So, level 6 brain that I won't use. Another green, I suppose, to gamble away with. Alright. Got anything for stat points yet? Do got this on the mummy, so I want to get a block. Let's go to the grave. I definitely need a lich, if not just for funsies. And to the next fight. So, lingering breath. Lovely. Dread roar. I'm going to have him go at the golem. It's going to take about 4 turns to take it out. And Vengeance Beam.
Antediluvian evil comes for you.
Now, hopefully, I can still get the demo expert. Gotta click this. Oh no, he got an inspiration. Alright, Vengeance Beam.
Antediluvian evil comes for you.
Still possible to get him and the Doomsayer. It's just gonna be a little harder. We're gonna have to do Dread Roar again. Then lingering breath on the dooms. Really, man. I really don't like that redirect. At least he's running away. I think what I'm gonna do is take him out. That didn't take him out?
Never gets old.
Oh, man. Even though he's stunned. Oh, no, my A-bomb's stunned. Oh, man. Impending horror.
Carve open their husks.
One got away, but that's fine. That slingshot. So at this point, I just want the golem down. And then... there we go.
Mop up the gore. I'd hate to see plants using it as fertilizer.
Another blue. I think it's 100 I need for the next upgrade on any of these. Yeah. Just strange that goes from 25 to 50 to 100, not 75 to me, but you know, whatever. Alright, so next. Ancient coffin filled with items. So increased damage by 10%, damage dealt to elite enemies by 25, or if minion starts their turn in position 1, they receive +5 Vigor until end of battle. I'm not sure that this increases stress damage or if it's just overall damage. But either way, we're going to go with the sadist hand because I don't think elite counts as boss, and elite definitely doesn't count for common enemies. And we still have the skin of alabaster on the abomination. So this would only count for the wraith who is like dodging everything right now, unless I wanted to get rid of that, which I could. But I think there's other better things to get rid of it for right now.
But they just leave lying around.
Let's do the mummy for now. And keep going. Alright, let's get the elite conscript. Dread roar. Of course he goes into that. Get working on the golem. And vengeance beam.
Terror will overflow.
Okay, one insane. Betrayal. I mean, at least he didn't damage us, is all I gotta say there. Just so I can hit the Doomsayer later. I'm kind of ashamed that he's not taking anything from it, but whatever. Hitting the golem again. Hit the Doomsayer. Vengeance beam to hit the Doomsayer. There's also one down, so I can hit him with pretty much anything now. There's our block. One down. That redirect, man. There we go, not redirected. Now he's insane. Also hit the golem. Wasn't thinking I was going to take it out, but there was the chance. And he wasn't going to get healed or anything like that from it. Swing and a miss, or swing and a miss. Let's... 75, 75. Yep, either way. You. Lingering breath. I mean, it's a little more than breath, but that's some bad breath.
Annoyance in the world.
And then Golem goes bye-bye.
You know, if this keeps...
XP for Iratus, that's some more boiling blood. I wonder if those stat. There's our 100. So let's go. And then we'll put our... What's the next? 200. Youch. But that'll be after I start upgrading the library, I think. Alright. One more level and they get skills. So, 85% and ignore armor. That would be the best choice. So let's do that. Also gives him dodge. Then let's give him a block. Mummy for when I have to do physical damage. No, that's right, it didn't do much. 90 and 90 for 2 turns or for 4 turns. He's not really in rows 1 and 2 much. And then this one is 75, 75, ignores ward. Yeah, so I think what I'm going to do is the curse touch to unavoidable curse, because that gives him an extra dread. He's not really in row too much, but when he is, it upgrades everything for that little bit.
I expect results.
E-bomb. I don't use it often, and I really only use it to deal damage to things that are immune to stress damage. But 5% chance to instantly kill? Sure. I'm not that lucky. So let's go with protect, because that would do more damage, and that's how he deals damage to some of those things.
Serve me well, my...
And stats, we're going to give him more health. Then our Wraith can't get more anything he needs. And I don't really use any of these skills, but Ghostly Veil can come in kind of clutch. So let's have that last for longer. Actually, no. Spectral Fog, so that it's a higher dodge when needed.
Now, prove yourself worthy of my investment.
So if he uses that skill, he moves back by 1. Anything in that cloud that he leaves gets 35 dodge. Alright. 3 more fights than the boss. Another golem. Ooh, and a headsman. They can be a little bit nasty. And they start with 2 wards. Let's lower that accuracy on them. I actually have a different plan for this now. I'm gonna let that golem be. We're going to Vengeance Beam. Ward down there. Get stress flowing on those guys. I want to hit the Doomsayer. So I have 2 problematic people to deal with. And get rid of the headsman. I don't think he's going to die before the Repenter die goes off, so I'm not too worried about that. Get more stress flowing. Dread Roar. And another Insanity. Stance and just coming. I was gonna say, I was surprised he didn't go insane from that.
Tide.
Alright. Let's get rid of him now. He hurt our golem for us. He's down now. And we can go into hurting the golem. Dread Roar to get rid of this ward there. Impending Horror because that does more damage. Lingering Breath for... I guess not. But we can eat him.
Ashes.
And eat him we shall.
Dust to dust.
Far Grasp. Doesn't really look like we can do too much here. Now that actually does damage. Pull him down. And we got a smoke bomb. All enemies lose 20 accuracy until end of battle. More common parts, more experience, more digger souls. I do think that I need to do some distillation. Heal up the
smell of
infested there. Now, the choice between the cursed bandages at start of its turn. Mummy restores 4 vigor for each curse on enemy, or each character attacking the infested is cursed with a spell that does 20 stress damage each turn for 3 turns. I think healing the mummy is more important, so let's do that. Alright. No redirects this time. Let's go at the guy that we can actually hit. I'm going to AoE on him. Swing and a miss. I figured that would be a thing. Vengeance Beam, get rid of those wards. Hit the rest of them. Get rid of those wards. Hit the Demo Expert. Actually gonna go at the Doomsayer. Get some damage over time on him going.
Being born was your first mistake.
Dread Roar because the ultimate is not going to take either out.
Your last.
Measure of Strength, so he is really going to hurt if he hits. But we're going to stress all of them out. Inspiration is not great. Energize before starting their turn restores 10% of max sanity to self and all allies. Well, I think I'm just going to focus on the headsman though, so he doesn't absolutely destroy someone. Which I should have enough on him now that he goes insane. Or I can just do this actually.
As worthless as you were in life, you will be worth something in death.
Then I can just hit both of them with Stress over time. Vengeance. And second energize. Wow. Let's go for the Doomsayer first. He's more dangerous.
Pestilence.
Don't think I can take him out with Breaking Swallow there. I will amplify curses though.
Good. More material.
That did its job.
It would be.
Now we just have to take out the Taskmaster there, which should not be hard at all. Impending Horror. Lingering Breath. Cursed Flame. You're really lasting there, buddy. How about Break and Swallow? Have fun. I wonder why Break and Swallow is based off of sanity and not his health.
My eternal kingdom.
Alright, level 8 Brain. Science Mantle. Each round of combat, Iratus can use an additional potion. Green Blood. Digger Souls. Nothing I'm actually gonna use. Alright, so I'm actually gonna go into magic here. Grab the Darkest Lodge so minions gain +3 passive dread.
Hey, I want to show you.
Really the only thing I want there for now. And then I'll go and grab Dark Enlightenment. Gonna grab these guys, go to the battle. Actually gonna focus on taking out the golems right away with him and the Wraith. So there are less redirects there. We will Dread Roar, maybe hitting. Yep, alright. Then, just so I can get some stress over time on those two. Hit him again. Dread Roar again. Yay, he's insane. Berserk. And I'm not sure this will take him out. 2 left. This should take Golem 1 out.
It's easy.
Heavy Sling. Crit on Golem 2. Far Grasp. Break and Swallow. But the Mad Mage. Pretty sure that'll take him out. Took his own golem out. Impending Horror. Lingering Breath.
So,
And he's down.
this is what 1,000 years of evolution looks like? Yeah, pathetic.
Ooh, we got a Purple Dust, which as you can see, plus 14 stat points. Alright, just double checking here. Okay, we can go one more before the boss, which might be worth doing. Set enemies on fire for 2 turns when a minion uses ability, dealing 6 damage with AoE, dealing 15 with single targets. Every successful ability grants the minion a chance to strip the armor and resistance of until end of battle. After missing an attack, minion receives 8 accuracy until end of combat. I see a use for Ashes of the Burned Witch, so I'll keep those around. Then I can upgrade the Wraith, and that is the best that we'll get. And we can give him another block, which is now maxed. So that's 7 block and ward total, giving him 35 evasion total. I'm not going to use the ashes there, but what I am going to do before the boss, distillation. Let's heal up. I want to be at full health for this. And then artifacts. Let's use the smoke bomb. Just because the accuracy thing. Alright, so I'm not sure if the bosses are slightly randomized, if I'm remembering the boss wrong, or if they changed the bosses on me. Because I don't remember this being the first boss at all. Regardless, after I beat this boss, I'm going to go up to the next level, Dwarf Tunnels. Let's get to it. The mistress is far from a common slave driver. She is, in fact, the spoiled, rebellious daughter of a prominent noble, always using small folk in her cruel games. She eventually committed a crime so unspeakable that even her father could not shield her. Sentenced to the mines, she was made a taskmaster. Due to a few bribes, she turned out to be quite excellent at the job. As far as she is concerned, she finally found a role she enjoys. Only the ascent of a certain necromancer threatens to spoil her fun. Once again, are we the bad guy? Or are they? Or is there not really a line there? Alright. So she's buffing them. What do we got here? For her glory, plus 30 luck, 30 accuracy, increases damage dealt by 30%. Feature doesn't escape. When receiving damage, all allies instantly attack the minion that dealt damage, ignoring redirecting. For dying, all allies act twice and deal 200% more damage. Lovely. So I can't AoE. That's going to be a thing. So I have a plan here. Let's Dread Roar the Miner. That'll hit the headsman there. And the A-bomb's ability doesn't do that. Okay. Then we hit the miner down. Okay. Now the headsman loses its ward. We have a little damage over time on the hunky. Measure of strength, he's where I want him. I don't want him moving forward. Removes all debuffs from allies. So I'm going to bite the bullet and see how bad this is with Vengeance Beam, because he will heal himself on his next turn. There go our blocks. Not a bad hit from the headsman. He missed. Alright. She's going to keep buffing him, huh? That is not great. Let's get the debuff on him going. Dread Roar. Oh, she really does not have much health or sanity, does she? Alright, let's get these two down more. He moved, he takes more. If we amplify curses, it's going to do 66 plus 10, so 76. I think that's the best choice. I want to get rid of the headsman.
Flesh and their
He went
soul.
insane, that's good. Oh, she can heal. That's a thing. First flame. Okay, headsman down. That's what we wanted. What would happen if they got betrayal and then hit her? Weird questions I have. Now I'm not worried about, you know, the attack backs and stuff like that. Unavoidable curse. You're hardly hurt, sir. How can you see your guts? And that should finish things.
This is
heart attack basically, and she's left alone. So, can she have the same effect happen to her? Yes. That's that.
soon this world will be
1,000 experience, 1 talent point. Burning Skull for the Lich. Reduces damage that Lich deals to its allies by 65%. We got the Outdoor Fork. Additional part will drop every time Iratus wins a battle. Iratus receives 15 spell power and a few parts. Level 10 Brain. And that is the fight. Interesting. So we'll go and do some of the... I'll do it now. So, let's see here. I can put the Lich in the library so Iratus levels faster. Why is this only 75 and the other stuff was 100? I don't know. But I'll do it. Iratus levels faster. Talents. Still need 1 level for the alchemy. Stats. We're fine on. No one can do anything. And level 10 brain I don't need to use. Okay. And then we will go into the exit and go to the dwarf tunnels next time. So, as always, I wish you all well. I will see you next time, and please have a good one.